Hello there, my Sagittarius Collective. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Oh my goodness, Sagittarius. Honestly here, you were between the Two of Pentacles and the Hangman vibe. I felt that was of significance to you. The Hangman feels like a Scorpio energy. But it's, I feel like they just, they like your love and attention. They come around just enough to get your love and attention. But they're undecided, or they leave you a little weak in the knees. Some of you, this is be mindful of like trip hazards or trip falls or shit like that. Some of you, this is maybe be mindful you're not falling in love with this person that is emotionally draining. So it's probably, yeah, they would be a very romantic, a lot of romantic gestures. They bombard you with a lot of sweet little nothings. They're definitely giving a Scorpio vibe, or they come in under the guise of the Scorpio, which basically means they always got that suit of armor on. So they're never going to be as emotionally vulnerable as they want you to be. And that's given an interesting spider vibe. So they may have like a spider tattoo, or they like spiders. Maybe like tarantulas. For those of you, this is it's kind of like that vibe. I don't feel like you should be mindful of the spider vibe though. I don't feel like honestly, take what's yours and leave what's not. Those of you that aren't freaked the fuck out by spiders, this is interesting for you. Queen of Swords. Yeah, that's like the Scorpion energy. There's the Six of Cups. Okay, so work, love, life doesn't have to be romance based. Yeah. They are like all over the place with the feelings, the emotions, and that's sort of the vibe with you. That Two of Pentacles creates like a wobble vibe. There's something here like neither of you, you're never like in step at the same time. You're never like in sync with each other. You're never, nothing about how you meet or the relationship or partnership. So, okay, this is probably an ex, or could be an ex or someone that knows you well enough. Okay, I didn't realize you had the Six of Cups down there. So they keep creating that energy here. I feel like you feel it. Some of you, this is, you've literally tripped and fell with this person. Or this person comes in and creates that sort of intoxicating vibe. But they have a stinger. They have a stinger. There's the Hierophant. Oh, there's the Lover's vibe. Those of you, I don't know if you've been in a... you might wait to get to know this person in a biblical sense, or you haven't known them in a biblical sense. Because the Hierophant there with the Lover's vibe. There's the Fool. There's the Two of Swords. There's the King of Cups. There's the Knight of Wands. There with the Tower. Those of you that don't mind spiders. Those of you that don't mind spiders. Pay attention to how this person leaves their exes. Because this is given like a Black Widow vibe. Black Widow for some of you, because all their relationships or partnerships are rather toxic. For others of you, this is yeah, it's like oh, what do they call them? Yeah, the big old furry pet spiders that a lot of people have. They look far more scarier than what they are. There's the Empress, there's the Knight of Pentacles. Over top of that is the Emperor vibe. Now, if this is a particular ex, don't get stuck in the same situation with this person. This would be like the second time around for some of you. Those of you, if this is a new relationship or partnership, you haven't known them in the biblical sense yet. Maybe take your time with this situation. There's something here with spiders, but it shouldn't overwhelm you. So take what's yours and leave what's not. Or there's something rather significant with the spider vibe. Maybe it's avoiding the cobwebs energy, right? I don't know. Take what's yours and leave what's not. With the Emperor and the Empress, this person has definitely had some pretty significant relationships or partnerships, but they've also had some rather significant relationship or partnership failures. So things that aren't working out, or things that haven't worked out. Oh, your greatest joy pollinates the world. Oh, 5, which goes back to the Hierophant vibe. There's that Scorpio energy. I know this is 19, which is the Sun card, the happiest card in the deck, but it's definitely pulling that Scorpio vibe. All right, interesting for you, Sagittarius. Now, this doesn't need to be romance-based, honestly. This could be a friendship vibe. With the Emperor, the Empress, that could be boss energy, the Hierophant, of course. Maybe you're the Emperor, you're the Empress, and this is a work situation. The bottom of the deck, you have the 3 of Cups. There's the Ace of Swords. There's the King of Pentacles. 6 of Swords to the 9 of Cups to the 5 of Swords. Honestly, that 3 of Cups with the Ace of Swords and the King of Pentacles is given like the Three Stooges vibe. For some of you, this could be an Aries and a Taurus. Maybe this is a work situation. If you're embodying the Sagittarius or the Gemini vibes, because Gemini is the opposite of you on the zodiac, Sagittarius, I don't feel like you're going to be really interested in this. It's a lot of that illusion and confusion and the overwhelming kind of sensation of things here. Work, love, life. Wait to get to know them in the biblical sense. I don't feel like you've known them in the biblical sense. Or there's something with the spiders vibe. I don't understand the spiders vibe. 5 of Pentacles, there's the Page of Pentacles, there's the Page of Wands, there's the 8 of Wands. Focus on new and keep it light, bright, and airy. Alright, well, this makes sense with the sun vibe. The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Like, those of you, if you... you shouldn't be freaked out by the spider vibes. Tarantulas, those of you in particular, it's like the tarantula, which looks far more scarier than what it is. Those of you with regard to the interpersonals, this is given like the Black Widow vibes. They've had at least 2. So I don't know if this is the second time they want to come into your energy, or this is the second, you could be the second option or the second opportunity with them. It is given a fun sort of Three Stooges vibe on this. So something isn't working out. There's Leo, there's the Knight of Cups, and there's the Ten of Swords. There's something significant with the spider. Take what's yours and leave what's not. Especially if you don't mind spiders. Those of you that do, then, you know, you're kind of feeling this vibe. Or you could almost have an experience with the spider with this person. The spider is of significance. Yeah, something with the Scorpio vibe. Or this person shows up. They wear that suit of armor, so they're good. They're good. But Make sure that you're doing pretty good in this. Avoiding the spider webs. You're avoiding the spider webs. Let's see if the song comes out. Because the song with the spider webs in this song deck is Garth Brooks. Some of God's greatest gifts. Oh, if you're a religious person, stay prayed up. This may be like the parables with you. I don't know of any parables in the Bible that deal with spiders. There's something with the spider vibe. Alright, this could be like a There's No Doubt, because it's given like the spider web song. Those of you that remember the spider web song. Oh, look at this. Someone thinks you're vain. Someone thinks you're vain. If you're cross-watching for Sagittarius North Node or South Node, yeah. For those of you embodying the Gemini vibes. Yeah, mindful of the one that comes in a little too emotionally overwhelming, especially if you're dating them. This does feel romance-based, I'm going to be honest, but work, love, life vibes. I don't know. I don't know your situation. Take what's yours and leave what's not. You got some very dominant energy, though. With the Emperor and the Empress showing up there with the Hierophant. I'd say wait to get to know this person in the biblical sense, or trust your instincts and trust your intuition. If you can't be with the one you love, love the one you're with. Or this person isn't single, but maybe they're out there mingling. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you used to. There's something significant with spiders. There is something significant with spiders. What's the spiders have to do with anything? Especially those of you that don't mind spiders. Significance of the spiders is the Ace of Cups. Trust your instincts and trust your intuition. I don't know. It feels like it. Maybe if you consider the spider like your spirit animal, right? Mm. Mindful of the too romantic. This is mindful of the too romantic. There's some significance with the Scorpio in them. But everything is always off balance. Everything is always off balance. Or that's how they kind of come into the situation with you. Everything is off balance. Wear sensible shoes and take your time. You can't wear heels on cobblestones. So, Aquarius energy. Moisturize, hydrate, exfoliate. I like the fact that Sagittarius, Aquarius, and Gemini showed up for you. All three of those very happy, healthy, healing vibes when it comes to you. It is a focus on a singularity with you. So, yeah, you got an option or an opportunity wanting to come in. But focus on the singularity, or at least wait to get to know them in the biblical sense. And that kind of switches the whole vibe up on something. Man, if this is a work situation, I mean, oh. See, the Three of Swords is given a tattoo vibe as well. So, but the Three of Swords is given like the spider vibes too, which is weird. Or maybe someone has a rather intricate Three of Swords type tattoo, and then there's like a spider reference to it, or it's got like the spider web energy around it. Queen of Wands, the Page of Cups. Oh, yeah, with the Wheel of Fortune. Look at that. The perfect way to conclude your reading here. This is an interesting opportunity. But it might not be the one that works out the best for you. There's something, the spider is significant in something. You shouldn't be overwhelmed by it. You shouldn't be overwhelmed by it. There with the Knight of Swords. This is probably a situation you just need to move on to the next, and you'll be fine. There's way too much of an emotional vibe here. This is how this person sort of creates the option or creates the opportunity. So they're going to be very charming. They're going to be very charming. And very romantic. Those of you that necessarily don't like spiders, this is kind of you overcoming a fear. I mean, the whole spider thing is a whole nother significance to you. So, I mean, take what's yours and leave what's not. However you look at the spider reference, however that resonates for you, and whatever your thoughts or feelings are. But it is given like the vibes of the tarantulas, which, I mean, look rather scary, but are actually, you know, a lot of people have them for pets. They're not as, they look scarier than what they are, right? So maybe it's the tarantula vibe. Wow, look at you. Take what's yours, leave what's not. I like this for you, Sagittarius. I am doing personal reads now, Sagittarius. JDS Tarot Music Entertainment at Yahoo. Or leave a donation with your question. Hey, peace, love, and light, Sagittarius. Good luck, God bless.